your bill statement. It detaches here. They want you to send this in with your payment, and what we're going to be doing is showing you how this actually is your payment. So the whole thing together is an invoice. It's consisting of a bill and a remittance. It's the demand to pay and a coupon. It's your liability and your remedy, all in one package. Now, in order to do this, you're going to detach that. You'll have to put these things on it. One, you'll have to stamp it as a teller. You have to put a stamp on there. $1 Canadian stamp should suffice. You write across it, and when you do that, you're going to be acting as a teller because you will have sent out a letter to the governor of the Bank of Canada telling him you'll be acting as a teller. You'll be putting your signature across that stamp. Upon it, you will also put the birth certificate information that you have. Now, if you don't have a birth certificate, if you only have a permanent residency card, there's an unidentified number on there as well. You're looking for that unidentified number, your registration number, and your name. Those are the 3 pieces of information that you need that will be able to allow you to start discharging your debts in this way. You'll have to put the date on it, of course, because a good teller would do that. You have to fill in the amount. There'll be a box here. Fill that box in based on the amount owed. Over here it's owed. Make that match so it zeroes out. And then you write across it, consumer purchase. What this means is you're the end user. Do not try doing this if you're paying debts for a business. You can't do it if it's a business because it's not a consumer purchase. You're not the end user. Do it for your house. Do it for your home. Now, the difference that we're going to be doing here, the difference between this and the earlier version, A, you're going to be operating as a teller for the Bank of Canada. B, you're going to be writing on it consumer purchase, and you are not going to be trying to draw from an account that has the same number as your birth certificate. It might not be individual accounts. What we're going to do is we're going to draw from the Consolidated Revenue Fund. This information apparently might not identify an account, but it identifies that you have access to an account called the Consolidated Revenue Fund. And here's the argument. Okay, so now this process, in order to engage in this, you're going to have to serve some letters and some notices on certain parties. One is going to be to the governor of the Bank of Canada. You're going to serve him a notice telling them, hey, I'm your new teller. Hello, and I claim the right to act as a teller for the purposes of dealing with your remittances. Then you also send a letter to the Minister of Finance, or actually a notice to the Minister of Finance. And your goal with him is to increase his mandate. Here you're a teller. Now, when you send your payments off to people like TELUS or a gas company or hydro company or whatever, they might not know what to do with it. So, since we're very nice, courteous people, of course, we're going to send them a courtesy letter full of instructions explaining to them how this remittance is in fact the payment, and when properly presented by them to the Minister of Finance, they will get paid through the Consolidated Revenue Fund. So send them a courtesy letter telling them what to do with it. Now finally, you're going to do a claim of right, and all of these people are going to be getting copies of your claim of right. You're going to be claiming the right to do all of these things, to act as a teller, or Bank of Canada guy has to provide one for you, or order tellers in existing banks to provide your service for you. But the remedy has to be there, and he can't block it. So you claim the right to act as a teller. You claim the right to increase the minister's mandate. Claim the right to access the Consolidated Revenue Fund and to pay for your remittances using the remittance option or the 96 fix. You're going to have to do all of these before you start engaging in your process. You have to make sure before you try getting paid on this, or before you try paying on this, that you do in fact increase the minister's mandate, and that you do act as a teller, or you get someone acting as a teller with that document, so when you send it to these people, along with your courtesy letter and your claim of right, they know that they will get paid out of that $5 billion fund that's sitting there specifically for this purpose. So I hope that helps you out. That's essentially the process. Now, these things, people are going to say, give me notices, give me copies, give me examples. Dudes, this is about growing up. It's about recognizing your duties as a human being and as a proper Canadian. Writing these is not difficult. You can find them. I'm sure that there'll be forums with people posting their examples on it. If you wanted to pay me, I'd do it. But, dudes, I don't think I have an obligation to create for you your claim of right, or to be your courtesan, or to increase the minister's mandate on your behalf, or to speak to the Bank of Canada governor on your behalf. So you can learn these things. A notice is a simple thing. There's only going to be very few things in it, a little bit of research, a little bit of self-education. You will have the tools you need to send off to these people. I don't like it when people expect me to do it all for them. There is such a thing as due diligence. There is such a thing as educating yourself. And me showing you is not going to teach you as much as you doing it yourself. If you can't craft a notice, you shouldn't be using this process.